Hey kids, my name is Justin and I'm so glad you're here today. We've been learning about how God is always with us because He's a good Father. And since He's a good Father, He can help us do anything, even things that are kind of hard.
Oh, Justin, look at this. I have something really awesome that I want to show you that I made in Minecraft.
Minecraft? I love Minecraft.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. It's a full-scale replica of the Statue of Liberty with my face on it.
That's-
Here, let me pull it up.
That sounds awesome, man.
Oh no. Oh no. It can't be. It's gone! Where did it go, Justin?
Hi.
Stephanie, were you playing with my Minecraft game?
Yeah, why?
Did you destroy my Statue of Liberty with my face on it?
Yeah, why?
Why would you do that? It was the most beautiful thing that has ever been made in the history of planet Earth.
No, it was ugly.
Dare you?
Whoa, guys, take a deep breath. It's okay.
Well, you have finally done it, Stephanie. You have hurt me so deeply that I can't forgive you for this.
Whoa, Steven.
Why? It's just a game.
Just a game? Just a game? Are you hearing this, Justin? Just a game.
Well, it is just a game, but...
Steven, why are you freaking out?
Well, Stephanie, it was really important to him, but Steven, it is just a game, so I really feel like you should calm down and try and forgive Stephanie.
I just don't think that I can, Justin.
Ridiculous.
Hey, Steven, the story we've been reading together is about Joseph. And you see, Joseph had something really bad done to him by his siblings, and he was able to forgive them.
Oh, did they destroy his hopes and dreams too? Because I know what that feels like!
Well, yeah, but why don't we listen to the story together and maybe we can learn something. But first, let's hear a recap from our good friends Andrew and Yarnold.
Oh, okay.
Hey kids, my name's Andrew, and this is my good friend Yarnold.
Yeah,
And he's been drawing pictures to help remind us of what's been happening in the story of Joseph so far. Yeah, he's been doing a great job. So he's gonna tell the story, and I'm gonna help translate.
Yeah.
You ready? Let's do it.
The father had a and
The Pharaoh had thrown his cupbearer and baker in prison, and they both had dreams. Joseph told them what their dreams meant. In 3 days, the cupbearer would be set free and get his job back at the palace.
But the farmer would have the back of the bar.
But the Pharaoh would have the baker killed. Sure enough, in 3 days, both of those things happened. The cupbearer was set free, and the baker was killed. Soon, the Pharaoh had dreams of his own, and no one could tell him what they meant. But the cupbearer remembered Joseph. He was brought to the Pharaoh, and he told him what his dreams meant. Egypt would have 7 good years and 7 bad years. Joseph told the Pharaoh to find someone wise to prepare Egypt for the famine. So the Pharaoh put Joseph in charge. And that's where we are now. Let's see what happens next.
Hey kids, I'm Brianna, and I'm here to tell you more about the story of Joseph today. And my friend Seymour is here to help.
Aye, ahoy there, little ones. It be I, your good friend Seymour Krabs. Let's get the tale started.
So our story starts in Genesis 41. Pharaoh had made Joseph second in command over all of Egypt. Just like the dreams had said, Egypt had 7 good years and 7 bad years. During those 7 bad years, Egypt was running out of food and there was nothing to eat, not even bread.
Aye, like being out at sea for months at a time. Ye learn to eat what ye got, like barnacles and crustaceans. Kelp sandwiches are good too.
So the people were hungry and they were worried. Pharaoh told them to go to Joseph and do whatever he said. Joseph had done a good job preparing for the 7 bad years and had emergency food stored up for everyone.
A treasure chest of scrumptious delight.
Yes, so soon everyone was coming to Joseph for food. And far away, Joseph's brothers were with their father and they were running out of food too.
Aye, those be the scallywags who sold poor Joseph into slavery.
That's right, Seymour.
Aye.
So their father told the brothers to go to Egypt and get food like everybody else. 10 of the brothers made the journey, but the father kept the youngest brother, Benjamin, home. He loved Benjamin so much and didn't want anything to happen to him. He was afraid of losing him like he lost Joseph. So the brothers started on their journey to Egypt.
Let's see. A journey from where they were to Egypt is roughly 5,300 miles, which in walking speed would take about 84 days to do.
Wow,
That's
Seymour!
quite a journey.
I agree. That's really far.
Really far.
Really far. Okay, well, when the brothers arrived in Egypt, they didn't recognize Joseph. They didn't realize that was their brother. They bowed to him and treated him with honor and respect.
Just like in Joseph's dream all those years ago.
That's right. While his brothers didn't know who he was, Joseph did recognize them, but he pretended that he didn't, and he acted like he had never met them. Joseph asked his brothers why they were there, and they told him they needed food like everybody else.
Aye, how the tables have turned.
Yeah. So Joseph remembered how his brothers had treated him, and he was suspicious of them. So he accused them of being spies.
Aye, a spy be bad news. Like this one time on me ship when not a spy Johnny convinced me he weren't a spy. But you know what, Brianna?
What, Seymour?
He were a spy!
Okay, so Joseph's brothers told him that they weren't spies. They explained that they were all brothers and their father had sent them for food and their youngest brother Benjamin was still back home. But Joseph still didn't trust them. He was still hurt from how they had treated him before, so he threw them in jail for 3 days.
Arr, it serves him right.
See, Joseph hadn't forgiven his brothers yet. This was the first time Joseph was seeing his family in years, but he still felt all alone.
Aye, so what will it be then? Make him walk the plank. Feed him to the crocodiles in the Nile.
Well, Joseph gave them a choice.
Oh.
To prove they weren't spies, Joseph told his brothers to go back home and bring Benjamin with them next time. But he was going to hold one of them prisoners until they got back. He gave the rest of them food and supplies and sent them on their journey back home.
Here we go. Another 84-day walk back home.
I know.
Oh.
Once the brothers were home, they told their father everything that had happened. But their father refused to let them take Benjamin with them because he was too afraid of losing him. Time passed, the family kept running out of food. Again, their father asked them to make the journey to Egypt to get more food.
Aye, their father be a hungry fella.
The brothers reminded their dad that they couldn't go back without Benjamin. It would be pointless. They promised to keep Benjamin safe, and finally, their father agreed. The brothers packed gifts and money to give to Joseph, and they returned to Egypt.
Another 84-day journey. And without a lovely ship to sail in. I bet their feet were really sore. Their dogs be barking.
Yeah, do you know what sound a dog makes?
Aye, me favorite sound. Bark!
When the brothers arrived in Egypt, Joseph invited them into his home for a meal. He was so happy to see Benjamin, his youngest brother, but he didn't want his brothers to know who he was just yet, so he left the room to hide his emotions. After everyone ate dinner, Joseph wanted to make sure once more that he could trust his brothers. So he hid a silver cup in Benjamin's bag, and he falsely accused him of stealing it. Joseph wanted to see what his other brothers would do.
Aye, the old silver cup trick.
Classic, right,
Classic.
Seymour? When Joseph threatened to hold Benjamin in prison, one brother offered to stay in his place. He cared about Benjamin and didn't want anything to happen to him, Joseph was so happy. He could see that his brothers had changed. So he decided to tell them who he really was.
Aye, he saw his brothers were willing to give up their life for their brother. That must have meant a lot to him.
Yeah, Seymour, it did. When Joseph told his brothers who he really was, he was so overcome with emotion that he cried. He told his brothers that he forgave them for what they had done to him all those years ago because God had been with him the whole time. God had made a bad thing good.
Wow! What happened next? Did Joseph get to see his father again?
You'll just have to wait till next week to find out.
What? Oh, tartar sauce.
That's all the time we have for this week. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was a great story. See, Stephen, now that you've seen how Joseph forgave his brothers, do you think you can forgive Stephanie?
Well, I just don't know, Justin. I don't know.
Well, Joseph remembered that God was always with him, and he even saw how God was good in a bad situation, and so he was able to forgive his brothers.
Wait, so you're saying that even though Stephanie has created a bad situation for my Statue of Liberty with my face on it, God can still make that situation good?
Yeah, he totally can, because Joseph remembered when God forgave him. You see, there were times when Joseph was prideful or he tried to show off, and he needed God's forgiveness. And so when he remembered that God forgave him, he was able to forgive others.
Wow, you're right, Justin. Jesus sure has forgiven me for a lot of things, so I think I can forgive Stephanie too.
That's awesome, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Oh, hey, Stephanie. Listen, I'm sorry I got so mad at you earlier, and I forgive you for destroying my statue and calling it ugly.
Thanks, Stephen. That means a lot. Actually, I felt kind of bad about everything, so I went and found one of your old saves on Minecraft, and you have your statue back.
Are you serious?
Yes!
Wow, thanks, Stephanie. Oh man, you're a great sister.
You're pretty okay too, I guess.
Come on, let's go play Minecraft. Bye, Justin.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Wow, wasn't that a great story about forgiveness? And forgiveness can be kind of hard sometimes, but God is always with us, so he can help us do hard things. And it kind of makes me remember about a time when I had to forgive someone myself. You see, when I was in school, I had a big science project that I got to do with a partner. But when that partner got online to edit it, it turns out he deleted the whole thing. Oh my goodness, I was so mad. But then I remember that I've made mistakes too, and God's forgiven me through those, and so I was able to forgive him for his mistake. Well, that's all the time we have for today. See you guys next time. Bye.